Hello viewers, I'm from Lalbagh Girls Inter College, myself Mrs. Noor Sahar. Today I'm going to tell you something about the syllabus of class 11 psychology UP board. Your syllabus is divided into two parts. First part is general psychology and the second part is applied psychology. In general psychology, the first chapter is the meaning, scope, definition and importance of psychology. Today I'm going to discuss the first chapter, the term psychology. What does the term psychology means? The term psychology used to means in the science of soul or mind. It used to deal with abstract concept. The concept which we can feel but cannot see or touch. Origin of the psychology was metaphysics. Metaphysics, which is commonly known as philosophy. But after a lot of research and finding, modern psychology is known as a positive science, which deals with mental processes. And instead using the term mind, psychologists and scholars now started using the term mental process, and gradually psychology emerges as a positive science which deals with a definite subject matter. Thus we can say that psychology is an attempt to understand the role of mental functions in individual and social behavior while also exploring the physiological and biological process. In this para, I have told you that psychology, the origin of psychology is philosophy. It used to be the branch of philosophy, but as you know that philosophers usually deals with abstract concepts like mind and soul. We can't touch that. We can't research on soul and mind. We need something definite, and psychology deals with definite subject matter. So instead of using a term mind and soul, psychology use the term mental processes. Now we get back to the historical background of psychology. The history of psychology as a scholarly study of the mind and behavior dates back to the ancient Greek. Psychology as a self-conscious field of experiment studies began in 1879 in Leipzig, Germany, when Wilhelm Wundt founded the first laboratory dedicated exclusively to psychological research in Germany. Wilhelm Wundt is often regarded as a father of psychology. Now, this is the historical background. I'm going to tell you a few definitions from earlier definition to the modern definition. In 1892, William James defined psychology as a science of mental processes. Then in 1884, James Sully defined psychology as a science of inner world. But we can't just research on inner world, so a lot of criticism for these kinds of definitions. Then in 1892, Wilhelm Wundt defined psychology as a science which studies the internal experiences. In 1905, William McDougall defined psychology as a science of behavior. R.S. Woodward defines psychology science of activities of the individual. Thus, we can say the main characteristic of the psychology, that psychology is a positive science. Then it deals with experience like perceiving, remembering, imagining, thinking, feeling, and emotion, etc. Third, we all know that the individual is a psychological, physical organism. Psychology deals with experience and purposive behavior. And last, the environment factor which acts upon the individual through the sense organs or receptor. We also study about that. So these are a few notes for your psychology, and it's a kind of introduction for the first chapter. I have given you some definition, historical background, and the meaning of psychology. Now, the one thing what you have to do today, this week assignment is that you have to note down the importance of psychology in today's world. As you all know, the pandemic is going on, and when we get stressed out, or when we are tense, or when we are afraid of something like that, and when we are little bit conscious about the uh, that disease. So, what is the role of psychology? How the psychology is playing the vital role to deal with these kinds of situation. I just wanted to know, what do you feel that psychology helps people get out of the stress? This is the assignment from Mrs. Noor for the psychology student of class 11 and 12.